Hi guys, Krista and Mike here for another Winning on Wellness video. We had questions about, we put a post, we just posted a photo of our spaghetti squash that we made one night, suggesting to make spaghetti squash if you're ever wanting pasta or craving that pasta. And people are asking us, how do you make it? What is spaghetti squash? So we just want to do a quick little video to explain.
So we just came back from the gym, and after the gym we went to our local grocery store, Camiso's Fresh Foods, where we buy a lot of our fresh foods, ready-made foods and produce.
Niagara Falls.
And we picked up our spaghetti squash and we brought it home. So the preparation is very, very simple. You take the spaghetti squash and very carefully you slice it down the middle to split the spaghetti squash in half. What you're going to do is take your baking pan or baking sheet, like a cookie sheet, place some parchment paper down and place it face down onto the parchment paper. You can put that in the oven at a temperature of 375 to 400 degrees, depending on your oven, for about 30 to 40 minutes. At that point, you're going to pull it out of the oven, flip it over, and bake it for another 5 to 10 minutes, again depending on your oven, and it's ready.
Okay, so as Mike is going to take those out of the oven, I made some homemade meatballs and homemade spaghetti sauce. We're both Italian. We understand about loving pasta. We grew up on pasta. So this is one of my favorite meals. Whenever I'm craving pasta or Mike, we do this. So in this little pot are, you can't see, I wish you can smell it because it is so good, homemade meatballs and sauce. Actually, I was lucky enough to have my mom and my niece Emily come down today, and they made these. So homemade meatballs and tomato sauce using crushed tomatoes, garlic, onions, you know, basil, oregano, and salt, pepper, cloves, bay leaf, red pepper. Not gonna. If you want the recipe, I can write out a recipe, but it's just a basic tomato sauce, and we didn't use any meat in the sauce, and then of course just made the meatballs themselves. And you can use turkey meat, you can use lean ground beef, whatever you choose on that day. Anywho, so that's our sauce.
So the next major tool that you're going to use in this whole equation of getting this spaghetti squash ready, your trusty little fork. So what all you're going to do now is
show how it looks.
Okay, sorry.
So this is the spaghetti squash, like so, cut just fresh out of the oven. Okay, and all you're going to do, I'm going to actually hold it so that you can see as Mike does this.
So all you're going to do is take your fork and start lightly scraping the inside of the squash. And as you can see, it becomes very, very stringy. Looks like spaghetti. So you're going to continue to do this until you scrape all the inside of the spaghetti squash out. And just for demonstration purposes now, I'm going to scoop some of this out onto a plate. So you spread it out like such. Looks like a little bit of spaghetti.
Get your spaghetti sauce and the meatball.
And very, very simply, place your sauce on top of your squash.
Yum.